Asia Oceania 18. And we're going into the final bout. Say Kaylin Sinyan for Hong Kong against Emily Vermeulen of the USA. Now the USA women, they're buoyed up, particularly in women's team épée after winning the World Championships in Wuxi. Catherine Holmes, Courtney Hurley, Kelly Hurley won that for them out in Wuxi.
Yeah, the telling thing about that performance in Wuxi by the American women's épées was the way that Cat Holmes came back time and time again in the 9th leg. She was absolutely phenomenal for the USA at the Senior World Championships in China. Here, though, Vermeulen is in a slightly different position. She's leading. Pomela on the right-hand side, holding the weapon down a straight grip, giving her a bit of extra reach. She's certainly moving around, staying active, but she's not taking any risks. Say has got all the work to do, and I think the clock is as important here as the score. Referee is called halt here. Yeah, just checking about the non-combativity rule. So they've called non-combativity immediately here. Mikhail Bagiev, he said, you're not fencing each other, you're not going after each other. So now we go into a full non-combativity priority minute here.
Wow.
We're going to fence for a whole minute, and it's not sudden death like a normal priority minute here. And the advantage, the priority if the scores are the same at the end is with the Americas and Emily Vermeulen.
Double scored. So we've got 1 minute left. Non-combativity called. And it was called quite quickly, wasn't it?
About 25, 26 seconds maybe. The referee said enough's enough. You're not going for it. It plays beautifully into
medal
the hands
match
of the Americas 1 team. Massive advantage to them with this 2-hit lead here.
Well, they trailed pretty much all the way through.
Double this out. She's got to stay active.
But in the end,
well, getting all hooked up there, an accidental guard to
able
face
to claw their way
Say
back
against
in.
Vermeulen. It was a complete accident. They got tied up
Halfway
with
through the
weapons.
match was when things started to turn around.
Here
with Yuka Ueno
shouting instructions,
and then Kazan Bowdenoff clawed Say has back. To attack, going for it.
And then she's not going to get that one. The light came up, but she's gone
leg.
Past. And she does have to go for it here. She has to go for it pretty quickly.
23-22 the score.
22 seconds is normally a long time in Europe in a priority minute
for the gold medal.
It feels a bit shorter, and I think she's got a loose weapon here. Emily Vermeulen.
The Americas
she tried to tighten
bronze
up
medal match
in between the last 2 hits, and I think she may well have to exchange that unless Mikhail Bagiev can tighten it up. And she does get a card for stopping the fight unduly. Mikhail Bagiev saying that he didn't agree that the weapon was loose. Step back. Just wondering whether her body wire is attached here. You can see something down go. It's just a validation tag on the back line. Vermeulen has nowhere to go.
So the gap closed to just 1 point.
Well, if I was the coach here, I'd be saying, Say is going for the blade. So as soon as you see that approach on the blade, deceive your opponent, do a disengage and launch an attack. So she now needs to go out on the front foot. There you go. Absolutely spot on. Greg Macialis there. If you're wondering whether they want to win this, just have a look at Mr. Macialis' face. As soon as a fencer for AO1 goes to the blade, Vermeulen has to go straight to target. Going backwards is no good for her. That's not a good plan, Emily Vermeulen. Say is going to get you every time if you do that. It's got to be that first action when she goes for this big octave. Vermeulen has to just go around it and go straight in and forwards, not backwards.
Say was just beating, wasn't she? And actually, Vermeulen lost control of Epée at the very end of that encounter.
She's trying it this time.
That's it.
Stepping in too close.
Scores a level.
But she's got to try and stick with this same tactic to go for target as soon as Say goes for the blade. Say playing a canny game here. AO1 could provide a big upset for the Americas. Oh, they're in the lead. Say's done it on her own here almost for AO1.
So 13 seconds, still time. There's room on the scoreboard.
Vermeulen's got to change tactics though. She's got to go for it. She's got to go for it. She's running out of time.
Got to go now. Got to go now.
Time is out. Time is out. She's got to go.
Oh, it's too late. And victory for Asia Oceania 1. And Say Kaylin Sin Yan has done it. And it is the team from Asia Oceania that will go through to meet Europe 1 in the gold medal match. Well, they trailed pretty much all the way through. But in the end, they were able to claw their way back in. Halfway through the match was when things started to turn around with Yuka Ueno. And then Kazim Baudanov clawed one back. And then Say in the last leg, victorious 5-2. So 23-22 the score. And it's Asia Oceania who will face Europe 1 for the gold medal. And confirmation that Europe 3 will meet the Americas 1 in the bronze medal match.